I'm going to compare Heygen and Synthesia so you see which tool is best for creating a realistic AI avatar. Whether it's for YouTube, TikTok, video training, or marketing, I've been using both Heygen and Synthesia over the last year, so I'm not only going to tell you which of them might be the best fit for you, but I'm actually going to show you how they both work and give you insights based on my experiences. So by the end of this video, you'll know which tool is best suited for your needs. So let's get into the video. I'm going to compare them on these criteria: ease of use, customization, quality output, and pricing. And I'll break it into steps from starting a video from scratch all the way to creating your own realistic AI avatar. Also, if you want to sign up to either Heygen or Synthesia, make sure to use my link in the description. With that in mind, let's get right into it. Number one, make an AI video from scratch. So I'm going to show you how that works on both platforms. Synthesia and Heygen look very similar when you open them up. Now I'm going to click on new video here inside of Synthesia, and you can see that you have a bunch of different examples on how to start. And how I think most people will use it is made for AI assistant. Then pick one of these templates. I like this stylish corporate here. I'll click on create with AI. And here is where I want to show you a difference. As you can see, you have the template in the top. You can upload a source file, which could be a PowerPoint, PDF, Word, or text. You can enter a web link from Wikipedia, for example, or you can start from scratch with an idea. And the customization here is amazing because you can also enter the length that you want. For example, 23 scenes. That makes the video a lot longer. But also you can enter the objective, audience, language, speaker, and tone that I'll show you in a minute how it works. When it comes to Heygen, it's a little bit more limited when it comes to those things. For example, you can click on create video, and here you can either start from scratch. That instantly brings you in to the AI studio. You can start with a template that is kind of similar to what Synthesia has. You can start with a PowerPoint or presentation, or generate script with AI. I think most people will actually start off by generating a script with AI. So now I can show you back-to-back comparison how they work, trying to create the exact same video. So I'm at Synthesia right here, and I'm gonna make a video about the top 5 things to do in New York City. In about a month, I'm traveling to New York City, so I wanna get excited, see the things I can do. So I'll select the length of 8 scenes. The objective is to make audience excited about going to New York City. We'll click on audience, a solo traveler, language, where you can pick between about 100 different languages, and this is going to become important once we get into comparing translation. We'll pick English. Speaker, a local New York City tour guide, and tone, we want enthusiastic. And the reason this is important is without this, you would have to do a lot of prompt engineering to actually get the video that you want. And then all I need to do is click on generate video, and it will start writing the script. But on top of that, it will also create the scenes automatically for me, including media, so I don't have to do that after the fact. Let's compare this with Heygen. So if I go to Heygen and I'll do the exact same prompt, make a video about the top 5 things to do in New York City, I can select target language. And here they have a bunch of different languages as well. Tone, I can keep it enthusiastic. And here is where we can add additional info. And if we would try to create a video as good as Synthesia, we would have to add things like tone, audience, who it's for, and this would need some prompt engineering skills. So you would say act as a local New York City tour guide, guiding a solo traveler in the tone of enthusiastic. Or they actually have tone there, where the objective is to get them excited about coming to New York City. And now I'll show you exactly what happens if I click on generate script. So just like before, it will start writing all the scenes. We ended up with 7 scenes here, but the thing is that if I click on create video now, none of the text or background footage is added inside of here, which means that I actually have to add everything from the images to the text, which is a huge benefit of making Synthesia if you just want a plug and play video maker. But that brings us perfectly into the next thing, the AI Studio. As you can see, this is the AI Studio of Synthesia, and this is the AI Studio of Heygen. Synthesia already made it super simple for us with adding some videos in the background as well as text in many different scenes, so you don't have to do that much work to turn it into a perfect video. As I said before, we have to add backgrounds, text, and everything inside of Heygen. Let's say that we would try to recreate this with Heygen. I would have to bring this guy to the side. I could actually start with a template, so we can bring the header all the way back to square one, click on KPI presentation, add this one for example, and add it on top of number 1 here. And then we would have to drag it out for the first scene. We'd write in it, welcome New York, solo travelers paradise. Then I would have to select the background, go to element, search for New York City, enter this video in here, command backslash, there we go. And I would have to change the avatar, and there we go. So you'd have to do this for every single scene. That was just one scene. This is the second, third, fourth, fifth, etc., which is a huge win and maybe a make and break for you if you want to create these videos fast, easy, and to just show you a little bit more customization inside of Synthesia as well. You can always go to the top, click on videos, add media in here, scale to fit, back bracket, and there you go. So starting from scratch and the AI Studio to actually create that video the fastest, Synthesia wins in these points. But what about the AI voices and the AI avatars? I'm gonna start off by just doing the voice that got automatically assigned to me. Joshua here says gentle. Let's take a listen.
Hey there, solo adventurer. Welcome to the city that never sleeps, New York City. Get ready to explore the vibrant streets, iconic landmarks, and hidden gems that make this metropolis a solo traveler's paradise.
Right off the bat, very energetic and exciting. And let's see the AI voice from Heygen. It's actually not a fair comparison because I don't have a premium plan of Heygen here, but I'll show you what happens on the free plan.
Hello and welcome to New York City, the city that never sleeps. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned traveler.
So that's kind of one of the old avatar voices. And if I did pay for it, I could click on Ryan Professional here, and they have some of these premium voices, as you can see. Let's take a listen.
Hi, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
Another one.
Hi, this is how I sound. Hope you like it.
So to me, this seems taken directly from 11 Labs, one of the best AI voices out there. But the big difference here is Synthesia is heavily invested into the emotions of the voice, whether it's sad, happy, excited. You can really hear that in the voice, and they got technology now that makes the actual face expressive as well. And I want to show you a comparison here. That was a huge breakthrough for me, at least when it comes to AI avatars. You can see their comparison here.
Thank you for this opportunity. I'm so excited about our collaboration. When do I start?
Thank you for this opportunity. I'm so excited about our collaboration. When do I start?
So that was gratitude, and now it goes into disappointment.
Oh no, I really thought we'd make it, but we didn't, and it's so disappointing. I just hope we can find the strength to keep going.
Oh no, I really thought we'd make it, but we didn't, and it's so disappointing. I just hope we can find the strength to keep going.
You can really hear the expression in their voice, and you can even see it on their face, which I think is a huge game changer. Just imagine for training materials or YouTube videos, listening to an expressive voice over a long time is actually exciting compared to listening to somebody that's like extremely monotone, as the voice doesn't really change up or down as much. Let's just look at another example. I think these are really cool.
In the busy office, smiles filled the air as we celebrated our big win together. But later, when I was by myself, I started to feel scared about what comes next, and it made me feel down.
In the busy office, smiles filled the air as we celebrated our big win together. When I was by myself, I started to feel scared about what comes next, and it made me feel down.
So as you can see, the expressive avatars, and especially in the voice, in the face, and the emotion that you can feel just listening to it or watching it is a game changer for me, because what I really want is something that looks real and makes me feel as close to being human as possible. And I love the direction that Synthesia is going, but there are some things I want to quickly compare before we get into the instant avatars or the AI clones. So both the softwares have the ability to record your screen, so you can actually show a screen recording on the video itself, which I think is an amazing thing. But the thing is, if I click on record, I can record the entire screen here and I share it. I can swap between multiple different windows and things like that, maybe show a tiny little PowerPoint presentation or something like that. And when I stop, it actually transcribes your speech, it removes the filler words, and it provides an editable script that matches the entire screen recording. Here inside of Heygen as well, you have the screen recording, and here you can select the entire screen, you can share, and here you have basically just a normal screen recording. So you can go back and forth, you can go to new tabs or go to Wikipedia, show off different things that you also want to show off in the video. Then just click on done, save to asset, and it's almost like you just uploaded a video directly into the editor itself. Synthesia also enables you to have multiple avatars on the screen. I've seen a couple of videos where you can have two avatars that speak to each other, which is kind of a cool dynamic if that's for you. Inside of Heygen, you can only have one avatar. Lastly, Synthesia has the ability to be able to invite another user to the Synthesia dock so you can collaborate together. Inside of Heygen, you have no ability to add other people to it. So if you have a team or something like that, that could be useful. But let's go to a next hard hitter, which is the translation. Obviously, you're listening to this in English right now, but did you know that most people in the world actually doesn't speak English? So that means that you can't even communicate with other parts of the world. The differences between Synthesia and Heygen in translation is quite big, and it depends on what you might use it for. So in Synthesia, one of the cool things that they have is that you can generate this video here, and then you can translate it into all of the 100+ languages they have. And based on where the viewer is watching from in their browser, it automatically shows them the video in Spanish, for example, Hindi. That is a really cool feature if you, for example, have a big company and you have training videos in many different languages, so you don't have to create 10 different videos that you have to send to all different people. You can just automatically translate. When it comes to Heygen, you would have to click the voice here, and you would actually have to change the script itself to turn it into the voice that you would want. So you could do Chinese, for example, make a Chinese voice here, and then you would have to translate the entire script by clicking on translate all script, target language, Chinese, and click on apply. And then you would render out this video as well. It would be the same text as before, but those are the differences. However, Heygen does have one really cool feature, which is video translate. So if you click on create a video, you can click on translate a video. So I've uploaded a short video here that I was talking directly to the camera in English, and now all of a sudden I'm speaking in Korean.
그것, 그리고 지금은 영어로 말하면서 이것을 카메라에 찍고 있습니다. 내 목소리와 그런 모든 것을 얻을 수 있도록.
And you can see the lip sync is very good. You can see that the face looks very normal, and I don't speak Korean, but it does sound really good.
30초 정도의 영상을 해야 해. 희망적으로 스페인어, 프랑스어, 터키어, 아마도 한국어로도 유창하게 의사소통할 수 있을 것입니다. 내 입이 어떻게 올라가고 내려갈지 궁금해요. 사실 나는 그것을 정말로 매우 좋아.
So if that is what you're looking for, to translate a video where you actually change the mouth and the language itself from audio to video, basically, Heygen is the only way to do that. You could do this in Synthesia as well. However, you would have to use your own personal avatar, meaning your avatar clone. And this doesn't take like a couple of minutes to translate and change the voice and everything. It actually takes about a day to train the actual AI avatar itself, and then you could use it like that. So I hope that makes sense. I'll show you that I speak in a different language here inside of Synthesia. Just look at this.
日本語で話しているところです。Je peux aussi parler français. Incroyable, n'est-ce pas? Ready to make your...
So it is possible to get yourself to speak in a different language, but they work in slightly different ways. And what I said before as well, I could translate this to Spanish and Korean and Chinese and all these different languages and render it out in their player, and many people from different languages could see it. So depending on your needs, if you want quick instant translations, Heygen is the only way that you can do that. You can use the personal avatar to speak in many different languages. But that brings us perfectly into your AI clone. So both Synthesia allows you to create a personal avatar and voice clone, and Heygen also allows you to create an instant avatar. And the process is very simple. They're very straightforward for both of them. And there are a couple of tips that will help a lot. For example, keeping your hands stable, keeping your head somewhat stable as well, and not making too many facial expressions, because that's going to show off in the actual AI avatar clone as well. But both platforms make it very easy for you. In Synthesia, for example, you just click on use your webcam and it comes up a couple of paragraphs just reading your script on your computer. If you have a footage of yourself outside, you could do it like this as well, where you're actually just speaking to the camera and actually moving around, which is really cool. A tip there is to always have a consistent length between the camera and you. If you start moving it back and forth, it will start warping and things like that. And this goes for both. So if you're wondering if it's hard to do, it's actually really simple. And for both platforms, it takes about a day after you upload the recording or record the footage for you to actually be able to use that avatar. And then once the avatar is finished, you can basically get them to say anything. And I'll show you my avatars right now. First off, I'm going to show you how my voice clone was. And apparently every AI software out there has never been able to clone my voice. And I think it's because I have a different dialect. Obviously, I'm Norwegian speaking American, which is really hard for it. Some of my AI friends have really good voice clones. So if you have a different dialect or something like that, it's probably easier. But this is Synthesia's voice clone.
Hey there, this is me speaking English in my cloned voice.
And this is the Heygen voice clone.
Hey there, this is me speaking English in my cloned voice.
So yeah, I'm not really surprised by it. The best way to actually create a realistic AI avatar is to upload a audio track of you speaking, because you get the intonations and the pauses at the correct place and stuff like that. So if I upload the exact same audio file to both of them, how does it look? Okay, just recorded a quick sample there. I'll upload it in Synthesia by just drag it in here, selecting the language of English, and you have to click on generate for it to actually render out with your face and everything like that. Generate. I'll do the exact same thing in Heygen as well. All right, let's take a look at Synthesia. Hey, what's up? This is my AI clone. Look at my lips moving. Look at my eyes. Look at my hands. Which do you think is better? Can't wait to see. Okay, let's look at the Heygen example. Hey, what's up? This is my AI clone. Look at my lips moving. Look at my eyes. Look at my hands. Which do you think is better? Can't wait to see. I can't believe that we're able to clone ourselves like this. And both of them look pretty realistic, but also they do both kind of look a little bit weird. This is one of the things with AI clones, especially when it's of yourself, right? You're kind of used to looking at yourself in the mirror, or for me in the camera. So I pick up all these little imperfections. So you can tell me in the comments down below which one you thought was better. I feel like I'm getting sort of a duck lip in Heygen, and in Synthesia, the lips sometimes have a hard problem with S's and O's and T's and things like that. That looks a little bit different than if it was real, but I'd say both are a great alternative to cloning yourself. And the way that I would use both of them would be to obviously not just have this camera on all the time. I would switch in between not showing my face and then showing my face, maybe in between title cards to make it look more realistic, because you can definitely see if you're doing more than 10 seconds at a time, whether you choose Heygen or Synthesia. But now that you've seen all the different features of Synthesia and Heygen, we must talk about the price. So let's compare them back to back. Both of them have a free plan where you can get 1 editor, 9 AI avatars, 2 stock personal avatars, which is really cool, 36 minutes of video per year, as well as in Heygen for free, you can create 3 videos per month, videos up to 3 minutes, and it includes 1 instant avatar, AI trust and safety, share page, and standard video processing. And for me personally, using it for free, it's really more about a trial to just check it out when it comes to Heygen, but on Synthesia, you do actually get 36 minutes, so you can use that and actually get quite a bit of length from the free plan. When we go to the starter, you can see that the big difference here is that in Heygen, you can only create videos up to 5 minutes. This can be quite limiting to most people, especially if you're creating a training or if you're making a YouTube video, it's just a little bit too short. And in Synthesia as well, 120 minutes of video per year can also be quite a bit of a limit unless you want to jump up to the creator plan, or in Heygen, the team plan that allows you to do 360 minutes of videos per year. And in Heygen, you can get up to 60-minute long videos. So that's everything for your needs, along with a bunch of other upgrades. And you can see that Synthesia is the cheaper alternative here per month on any plan that you pick. When it comes to the yearly, if you do want to go for monthly, literally the exact same price, but it all depends on what you need. I showed you how to create videos from scratch. I show you the AI Studio, the translations, and all the features that you might need. So the criteria were ease of use, customization, quality input, and pricing. And for ease of use, it surely goes to Synthesia. The way that you make a video, especially with AI avatars, is just so much easier. Where on Heygen, you kind of have to start from scratch if you're making it in a slide type way. On customization, you can pretty much do the same on both platforms, except in Synthesia, you can customize the expressions of the avatars, which is just a game changer, from the voice to the face. When it comes to the quality output, especially when we're talking about the personal avatar, I think they both compare really well. It really depends on how you train it and what footage you actually give to it to get the best result. And for the pricing, Synthesia is definitely the cheaper one. So Synthesia is my current favorite of the two softwares. The only feature that I would want from Heygen is the thing that you can upload directly and translate your voice. I did see that Synthesia is adding this feature in the future as well. I'd love to compare it then. But on the flip side, in Synthesia, you can translate to all different languages after you made the video. But I want to see what you guys think in the comments down below. And there's also links to both platforms in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.